Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Chantel and I like to make videos about family travel, but as of lately I've been making videos about my pregnancy journey here on YouTube, and unfortunately I'm sad to announce that it has come to an end. I had my son April 1st and he came at 37 weeks 2 days, so he came a bit early. I wasn't able to put this video out prior to him coming because things just kind of happened, but I'm glad that it happened that way because now I can show you guys what I got from the hospital postpartum, and I can put like all of that into this video. My next video will be the last video for the pregnancy edition that I did here on YouTube, and if you guys are interested in seeing how my pregnancy journey went, you are welcome to check out that playlist. It's called Pregnancy Edition, so you can't miss it. My next video, I'm going to show you guys my bedside nursery. I know I kind of showed you guys what I was doing in my last video, but so much has changed since we had him, and I feel like the system that we have now is so much more efficient, and it's just a lifesaver. So if sharing it helps anyone, then I'm glad to share it. And so that will be the last video of the pregnancy edition, and then we're gonna get back to like travel stuff and life in Japan stuff. I hope you guys have enjoyed the pregnancy edition. Videos that I've put out, I put it out so I can share it with you guys, but I also put it out so I can look back on this journey in 5-10 years from now and have these videos to remember what this journey was like. With all that being said, let's kind of jump into the meat of this video. I do have a bit of a backstory, and the reason for the backstory is because it kind of alludes to how I packed my hospital bags. The first thing I have to let you guys know is I went to a labor and delivery class. I know I mentioned it a few videos back. That class was so useful and very helpful, definitely informative. And what I learned while I was in that class is the labor and delivery unit has a pump that they offer to the patients. So if you don't want to bring your breast pump, you don't have to, and I didn't. I decided to just use the pump that they have, and of course all the parts for the pump are new, so you're not like reusing pumping parts from somebody else. The labor and delivery unit also has a fridge where you can store your breast milk or any colostrum that you pump. The instructor who taught the class suggested that we bring a boppy if we wanted to breastfeed, and she suggested that we bring our own pillows because if you've ever been to a hospital or stayed overnight in a hospital, you know those pillows are flat as hell. So she did suggest that. She also noted that patients who have a vaginal delivery usually get discharged 24 hours after the birth of the child. If you have a C-section, you're going to be discharged 48 hours after you give birth, and that's without any complications. So give or take a day or two after the birth of the baby. So with all that said, I definitely chose to pack light. Although my water broke in surprise, I had already started packing my hospital bag prior to him coming because I was trying to make this video and then also trying to be prepared because we were kind of inching up close to the due date. So just keep that in mind as I go through like the hospital bag and what we actually packed. So without further ado, let's get into the actual bags. I'm gonna go through my bag first, and this is the bag that I bought. You guys might have seen this bag. I think Lou got this from Amazon because most of the stuff we get is from Amazon. So if I could find a link, I'll link it. But this is our hiking bag. This is the bag that we take hiking and on any day trips or anything like that. Because it has so many pockets and it's really spacious. So let's jump into what's in this bag. Oh, I will note that one of the things that I did bring to the hospital that I don't actually have with me because I started throwing things away as soon as I got home was a nursing gown. I bought my own nursing gown, and I'll put it up on the screen here, and I'll leave it down in the description box as well. I got it from Amazon. It's one of those nursing gowns that buttons all the way down in the back. It has 2 buttons here, so you could pull down the flap and nurse if you want. I packed this bag for the sake of this video, but not everything is packed in the bag. Some stuff is kind of around, so just if you see me bending down, you know why. All right. So the first thing that I have in here are wipes. Tissue at the hospital is like those thin, cheap toilet papers, and at the end of the day, all tissue is not made the same, so definitely buy wipes for the hospital. And I also have pajamas in here. I got this from Target when I went to the States. So this is just a a regular top and it buttons down. These are the shorts, and this is really soft and comfortable, and I actually got a lot of compliments while I was in the hospital on that nightgown. This is the Stars Above collection. So I know they have pants if you want pants instead of shirts. Like, they have different kinds of options, different kinds of styles for the pajamas. I would highly suggest this if you could easily get, if you have easy access to Target, because we don't here. But it's really soft, definitely comfortable. Even if you don't get it for your labor and delivery, just as a pajama set, you should have it. These are hospital socks that I got from the hospital the last time I was in the hospital, and I just kept them. So I bought these pair, and then I bought this one. This is from a trampoline place that Kylie and I went to back in Virginia, and you have to buy these socks, so definitely keep these. That way whenever I would go back to the park, I will already have the socks and I won't have to pay for them because they're like $15. But those are the socks that I have. And then because I went into labor, like my water just kind of broke, I didn't have time to bring like a going home outfit, so I wore home what I wore to the hospital, and that was my Bob Marley shirt. I wore this and some gray leggings. These are actually sweatpants. The leggings that I actually wore, I tossed in the trash. So, but this is like the closest thing to that. Another thing I couldn't go without is my head tie. I had to keep my locks covered at night, so I definitely bought my head tie, and I got this one from Walmart. It's kind of like a lock sock, if you will. So I had that. I also bought my own towel. The hospital does have towels. They have washcloths. They do have a shower in the room, so you can take a shower, which I did. That was important to me. That was a way to relax. So I definitely got in the shower both days that I was there. I also bought a robe. I didn't actually use this robe, but I did bring it because I thought I was going to. I don't know, I was hot. Usually I'm cold. Like, I'm normally always cold, but recently I've been really, really hot lately. So if you're someone who's always cold, I would suggest bringing a robe, even if you're not, because your body changes so much, especially after pregnancy. So bring your robe just in case you get cold. If you have it and you don't need it, great. Another thing that I bought for my toiletries, and I highly suggest anyone who travels a lot gets this. I got it from Amazon, and I will put the link down below. But it's so freaking, like, I love this thing, because one of the things I hate is when I have to pack to go somewhere and I have to pack all of my toiletries for my bathroom and then unpack them when I get home. Or like, say if I go somewhere and I come back at like 2 o'clock in the morning and I just really need to brush my teeth and go to sleep, and then I have to go through my whole entire suitcase just to look for my toothbrush and my toothpaste to brush my teeth. So with this thing, which is this is everything in here. I leave in here. I don't take out of this bag, and it just makes life so much easier. So let's open it up and see what I have in here. Alright. So this is how it would look. You'll hang this part on the back of the door or in the bathroom on one of like the towel racks. And I got the extra large one or the large one, I can't remember, but I got the biggest size. And I'll kind of go through real quickly and show you what I have in here. So right here I have some Summer Eve's wipes. I have panty liners here. In this part I have a toothbrush, lotion, Listerine, body soap, and face wash. And I just put them in these little containers. So anytime, and they're labeled already. You can see that. So anytime I run low, I just refill it. Then down here I have feminine body wash, deodorant. So this is body deodorant, this is underarm deodorant, and this is loose deodorant, which I honestly don't even know how this got in here because this is all mine. And then down here I have an exfoliating scrub, and I got this in a pack from Amazon. I will also leave that linked below. And then Down here I have chapstick, bobby pins, hair ties, Q-tips. I have Pepto-Bismol chewables and eye drops. So everything that I would ever need is pretty much in this bag. It saves a lot of time and it's just great, honestly. So like I said, I will leave this link down below. They have different kinds on Amazon. You don't have to get this one specifically. You can look around, but definitely link this, check it out if you're interested. The next thing I bought were my headphones. I bought 2 headphones actually. So I bought this one and these ones. I use these ones. I bought these just in case, but I don't like having bulky stuff on my ears. I use these for the gym most of the time, but I mainly use these ones. I also bought my prenatals because I am breastfeeding. I do plan to continue using them. Even if I wasn't breastfeeding, I would want to use them at least up to a year to help continue to regulate my body. With Kylie, my edges ended up falling out. Not all of them, but I had 2 bald spots on both sides of my head. So I'm hoping with taking these prenatals, that won't happen. We shall see. But I did bring them, didn't have to because I ended up getting them at the hospital anyway. I also bought some shower shoes. These are not the shower shoes, but they look pretty much like this. It's the regular chancletas, but the like 59 cents. Well, I got them for like less than $1 at the BX. I will insert a picture here so you can kind of see the ones I'm talking about, the really, really cheap ones. Those are the ones I bought. I also bought a blanket. I didn't end up using it though, but because like I said, I was really hot, so I didn't need to use that. I bought my charger for my phone. I know a lot of people buy like the really long chargers, but I just bought the regular charger. I was mobile after I delivered because I didn't have an epidural, so it was easy for me to move around, so that kind of just worked out in my favor. I also bought my ID card and I bought my water bottle. I will highly suggest you bring a water bottle. Cups that they have are like this freaking, it's those like plastic clear cups that are this freaking big, and no one wants to have to continue to get up to get water. It's nonsensical. So definitely make sure you bring your own. One of the things that I didn't bring that I meant to bring, but I just didn't have it in time, was a nursing bra. Fortunately, we don't have 2-day shipping from Amazon, so I didn't end up bringing a nursing bra with me, and this is gonna be TMI. I actually forgot to bring bras. So yeah, that's what happens when you're not fully packed. But anyway, let's get into what I bought for the baby. You guys have seen this bag and I still love it. It's the Ayla and Co bag. If you are interested, I'll have the link down below. The way I packed this bag was, I pretty much packed it as if it was an everyday bag. The hospital pretty much provides everything. Most of the time the babies are in diapers because the staff kind of has to come back and forth to get the vitals and all that good stuff. So it doesn't make sense to get the baby dressed because they're constantly coming in and out. So I definitely kept that in mind when I packed his bag. I'll go through the bag with you guys and you will kind of see, but most of the stuff in here is like, I packed it for everyday use. I wanted to pack it in a way that would be convenient for me. If you guys are interested in seeing inside the bag, then you can watch my last video because I went through that. But in the front pocket, I packed these breast pads. I have chapstick. I have the Lantinol gel pads that I showed you guys that I got. I'm actually gonna take these out the bag because I'm probably gonna use them today. And I also have a pad in here, which I don't know why. But that's what's in the front pocket. I have wipes in here. Diapers. I have this butt spatula. I bought one going home outfit, which is this one. It has little bears on it. This is the one that I didn't show you guys. It has little bears on it, and it comes with a hat and little socks, or little like foot socks. But I honestly thought this was mittens, so Lou had to end up going to get the mittens, which are still in here, I think. Yeah, so we did end up bringing actual mittens like the next day or something, or later that day, something like that. If you're a parent, then you know to keep an extra set of clothes in the baby bag just in case. So we already had, so I had packed this as extra set of clothes that we would be keeping in the baby bag. I also have in here breast pump wipes, Neosporin. Last thing I have in here is my vacuum. I don't know if you guys remember me saying I was definitely gonna get the vacuum. So I did end up getting the vacuum, and I absolutely love this thing. And this is just one of the things that stays in the bag. So all of this was in here when I went to the hospital, but technically the only thing I actually bought that's in this bag for the hospital was the going home outfit. So sorry to disappoint. And I didn't bring a pacifier because the hospital gives you one. What else? We did bring his baby blanket, which he's actually using right now. He's sleeping, so I can't go and get that. But if I can get a clip of it, I'll put it on the screen. And then the last thing that I got that was for him was the boppy. So I did end up bringing the boppy to the hospital. I ended up not using a boppy pillow because I just felt like it didn't help any. But that was just my experience. The last thing I want to talk to you guys about is the postpartum care. As you guys saw, I didn't bring any postpartum care to the hospital with me, and that's because I was kind of waiting it out. I didn't really know what I wanted to bring. I did buy the Freedom Mom Peri bottle, but unfortunately it didn't come in time. So I'm going to show you what I got from the hospital. I think it worked out for me because I didn't have to spend my money except on that Freedom Mom Peri bottle that I never used. But I didn't have to spend money for other things. So I have a table right here with everything I got from the hospital. This is things that I use and then the things that they discharged me with. So I'm going to show you the things that I actually used in the hospital. The first is the regular Peri bottle. So this is the Peri bottle that you would normally get from the hospital. A lot of people like the Freedom Mom because this part is angled, so it's easier to actually use. But like I said, I didn't have it, and it worked perfectly fine. And this is what I used with my first kid anyway, because I don't think Freedom Mom was a thing back then, and even if it was, I didn't know about it. So there's that. They also had the Medi pads. They had this in the hospital for use. I didn't use these though, or did I? I don't remember. Dermaplast, they had for use at the hospital, so I definitely used this. They had the Medela nipple relief cream, and I did use this. The other thing that they gave me that I don't have here with me is the pads that I was able to wear, like you kind of break them and they cool down, so they're like those cooling pads. They did give me those. They don't give it to you to go home with, but those things were a lifesaver. By the time I got home, I no longer needed those. If they would have given it to me, I would have used it though, so it wouldn't have hurt. And then the other stuff that I'm about to show you guys is things that they just gave me during my discharge that they didn't give me in the hospital. But if I needed it, they would have given it to me. Some of the things, if I needed, they would have given it to me. Like for instance, the Tylenol. They was asking if I needed pain medication, and I didn't. I'm just one of those people that I just prefer not to take medication if I can kind of get through it without it. So I didn't take the Tylenol, but they did give it to me upon discharge. I told you guys already that they also gave me prenatals. They gave me another set of pain medication. They gave me this for constipation, and this is like the same thing as Marilax, which you can find over the counter. They gave me perineal spray, which I didn't end up using. They also gave me wipes for hemorrhoids. and I also didn't use this. So that's everything that I got from the hospital, and that's everything that I brought to the hospital, which I know it's a little, maybe a lot less, especially the baby's bag, than what people normally bring to the hospital. But I was just trying to keep things simple, which I said before, knowing everything that the hospital was going to give me. I just didn't want to bring anything extra. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys haven't seen my last video, which was a bedside nursery, somewhat of a tour, because in that video I didn't have everything for the nursery, but I showed you what I had so far. I showed you my breast pump, unboxing the stroller, and a few other things. So if you're interested, please go watch that video. I'll put it in the cards and I'll link it in the description below. And if you guys are interested in seeing how my bedside nursery actually came out, then please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss that video and you don't miss future videos. Also, like this video, share this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.